Drowning does not look like drowning. There is no splashing, no waving, and no screaming. It is silent, it is fast, and it usually happens within 30 feet of safety. Most people who drown had no idea they were in trouble 60 seconds earlier. These are 13 ways to survive drowning, and the first one will change how you watch water forever. Number 1. Never wait for someone to shout for help. A drowning person physically cannot call out. When a person is drowning, their mouth sinks below the surface and bobs back up for a split second. In that instant, they have to breathe. There is no air left over to form words. Their arms are pressed down on the water, instinctively trying to push their body upward. They stay upright, there is no kicking, and their eyes look glassy or closed. It looks like someone treading water and daydreaming. That is exactly what you are looking for. Number 2. If a current pulls you out to sea, never swim straight back toward the beach. A rip current is a narrow river of water flowing away from the shore. It can move faster than an Olympic swimmer. You will lose that race every single time. Swimming straight back exhausts you, and exhaustion is what actually kills people, not the current. Instead, swim sideways, parallel to the beach until you feel the pull let go. A rip is usually only 10 to 30 feet wide. A few strokes sideways and you are out of it. Number 3. Before you swim anywhere, float. This one habit saves more lives than any other. When you fall into water unexpectedly, your body screams at you to thrash and fight. Thrashing burns the oxygen you need and pushes your head under. So lie back, let your ears go under the water and keep your face in the air. Spread your arms and legs wide and simply breathe. Almost every human body floats. 60 seconds of floating is enough to beat the panic. Number 4. Never swim out to rescue a drowning person. This is how rescuers die. A drowning person is not thinking. They are running on pure survival instinct. They will climb you like a ladder to get their head above the water. That means pushing you under. Every year, people drown trying to save someone else. So do not go. Throw anything that floats, a cooler lid, a ball, an empty bottle. Or reach out with something long, a branch, a paddle, a towel. Keep your feet on solid ground. Number 5. If you are the one in trouble, do not raise your arms to wave. Lifting your arms out of the water removes the very thing holding you up. Every wave costs you a little more height and pushes your mouth closer to the water. Keep your arms in the water and sweep them outward to stay up. If you need attention, roll onto your back, float, and shout between breaths. Number 6. Never take a series of deep, fast breaths before diving underwater. It feels like it fills you with oxygen. It does not. It only strips out carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is what triggers the urge to breathe. It is your only warning alarm. Remove the alarm, and you will happily swim until you black out with no warning at all. This is called shallow water blackout, and it kills strong, healthy, confident swimmers. Number 7. If you fall into cold water, do not try to swim for the first minute. Cold water triggers an involuntary gasp, and your breathing goes completely out of control. If your head is under during that gasp, you inhale water. That is the real danger. Cold shock passes in about 60 to 90 seconds if you let it. So grab something, float on your back, and do nothing until your breathing settles. You have roughly 10 minutes of useful muscle power. Spend it after the panic, not during it. Number 8. Do not strip off your clothes in the water, keep them on. People believe clothes drag them down. In water, clothing weighs almost nothing. What it actually does is trap air and hold a warm layer against your skin. Removing them costs you energy and heat. the two things keeping you alive. Heavy boots are the one exception. Kick those off and keep everything else. Number 9. Never dive headfirst into water you do not know. Water hides depth beautifully. What looks deep can be knee-high. Diving into shallow water is a leading cause of permanent spinal injury in young people. And a spinal injury in water becomes a drowning within seconds. Always enter feet first, the first time every time. Number 10. If you fall through ice, do not try to climb straight out. The ice at the edge is the weakest ice there is. It will break again and again. Turn back toward the direction you came from. That ice already held your weight. Put your arms flat on the surface and kick hard behind you to go horizontal. Then do not stand up. Roll away from the hole to spread your weight. Standing puts all your weight onto one small point and drops you straight back in. Number 11. When you pull someone out, do not try to push the water out of them. There is far less water in the lungs than films suggest. Their problem is missing oxygen. Abdominal thrusts waste time and often make them vomit, which makes everything worse. Drowning is different from a heart attack. Start with 5 rescue breaths, not compressions. Their heart usually stopped because the oxygen ran out, so oxygen has to go back in first. Then 30 compressions, 2 breaths, and keep going until help arrives. Number 12. Getting them out breathing is not the end. Watch them for the next day. A small amount of water in the lungs can irritate them for hours afterwards. Doctors call it drowning with delayed symptoms. It is rare, but it is real. Watch for a cough that will not stop, chest pain, or heavy tiredness. Watch for confusion or unusual irritability, especially in children. Any of those, go to a hospital. Do not wait to see if it improves. Number 13. Never trust an inflatable to keep a child safe. Air beds, rings, and unicorns are toys. They are not safety equipment. A light breeze blowing offshore moves them faster than a child can paddle back. By the time anyone notices, they are far from shore and out of reach. Use a proper life jacket and stay within arm's reach of young children. Now here is a myth worth killing. People do not sink because they cannot swim. Most drowning victims could swim. They drowned because they panicked, got tired, or got cold. Skill does not protect you. Recognizing the situation early is what protects you. Another myth. Drowning is not quick and dramatic. It is quiet and often takes under a minute. In children, it can happen in 20 seconds, in water shallower than your knees. A bath, a bucket, or a garden pond is enough. Depth is not the danger. Being unable to get up is. Here is something strange about the human body. Cold water can sometimes save you. In very cold water, the body slows right down and needs far less oxygen. There are cases of people surviving more than an hour underwater in freezing conditions. Which is why the rule for cold water rescue is simple. Nobody is gone until they are warm and gone. So that is the plan. Float first, swim sideways, throw instead of going, and never trust silence. The most important one is still the first. Drowning is silent. If someone is quiet, upright, and not really moving, that is not relaxing. That is an emergency. Look for the person doing nothing. That is the one who needs you. Stay safe out there. And if this could help someone you swim with, send it to them. The first is a bathtub. More people drown in baths than in rivers, and most of them are adults. It usually starts with a medical event or with alcohol, and the water only has to cover the face. The second is a garden pond. For a toddler, ankle-deep water is enough if they cannot get back up. The third is a bucket. A large bucket holds more than enough water to drown a small child. They are top-heavy, so they tip in head first, and they cannot push themselves back out. So empty the buckets, cover the pond, and never leave a small child near water alone. That is how you survive the water. Stay safe, and if this could help someone you swim with, send it to them.